Thank you. Welcome to this meeting of the Standing Committee on Social Development. My name is Katrina Knockleby. I am the MLA for Great Slave, and I am the Deputy Chair of this committee. I will be chairing today. Today the Standing Committee on Social Development is reviewing Bill 80, the Dental Hygienists Profession Statutes Amendment Act. This bill is available on the Legislative Assembly website. I will now ask members to introduce themselves for the record. Please go ahead, starting with the member in the room.
Good afternoon, Ryland Johnson, MLA for Yellowknife North.
Thank you. And to members online?
Lisa Semler, MLA Newvik Twin Lakes.
Ron Bonnetrew, Stetcho.
Jane Wayellen Armstrong, MLA.
Thank you. And I should just note that Bill 80, the Dental Hygienists Profession Statutes Amendment Act, received second reading in the Legislative Assembly on March 30th, 2023, and was referred to the Standing Committee on Social Development for review. Bill 80 is a private member's bill advanced by the MLA for Cam Lake that amends the Health and Social Services Professions Act as well as the Dental Auxiliaries Act to provide dental hygienists with the option to work independent from a dentist. I just also wanted to note that we have some staff here with us in the room. Pascal Erasmus is on my left. He is our committee advisor. We have Amy Lazat on my right. She is the committee clerk, and we also have the law clerk in the room, Catherine Haig. So with that, I'm going to ask MLA for the Cam Lake, Ms. Cleveland, to introduce her bill and deliver any opening remarks that she may have. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, I'm joined here today by Toby Kruger, who is the law clerk, and I also note that our deputy law clerk, Catherine Haid, is serving committee today. But while Ms. Haid has been working with our law clerks for about a year, I also wanted to start off by congratulating Ms. Haid on a very significant milestone today as she was called to the bar yesterday. I want to start as well by thanking my colleagues for taking the time and effort required to review this bill. I would also like to thank constituent Najal Lenny, who is also a dental hygienist, denturist, and entrepreneur, for sharing her professional perspective as well as her lived experience as a lifelong Northerner. And the passionate advocacy as well and input from the IRC, who presented in support of the dire plight and lack of equitable access to oral health care as their organization and people work to improve equitable access to oral health care in the territory. Bill 80, Dental Hygienist Profession Statutes Amendment Act, amends the Dental Auxiliaries Act and the Health and Social Services Professions Act to require the Minister to recommend to the Commissioner regulations under the Health and Social Services Professions Act to regulate the practice of dental hygienists, designate the profession of dental hygienists as a profession, transfer the regulation of dental hygienists from the Dental Auxiliaries Act to the Health and Social Services Professions Act, and replace gender-specific language in the Dental Auxiliaries Act with gender-neutral language. This bill is one piece of the many required regulations in the NWT to expand the scope of practice of many of our healthcare professionals to address the need of equitable access to healthcare and the growing demand for services across the entire Northwest Territories. Thank you, Madam Chair, for your time today, and I look forward to doing this clause by clause with committee.
Thank you, MLA Cleveland. I will now open the floor to any committee members that may have comments or on the bill. Thank you. Would anyone like to comment? I'm not seeing any. I may take a moment as the chair to just comment that I wanted to, oh, sorry, go ahead, MLA Semler.
Yeah, sorry, my internet is lagging a little bit. So I just wanted to thank the member for putting this bill forward. And, it's more now than ever have we seen the concerns that we've been raising for years post-COVID. And it just hasn't picked back up. And I think there's got to be a better way to be able to provide dental services in the Northwest Territories, especially for our outlying communities. And I believe that this is the way forward. And so I, again, just like to thank the member for bringing this forward. And I look forward to moving forward with this. Thanks.
Thank you, MLA Semler. I don't have any other members that would like to speak, so I'm just going to make a couple comments myself. I've had extensive dental work as a child growing up and such, and I can't imagine not having access to that and the impacts that would have on one's self-esteem. And here we're not even talking about things like orthodontics and such. We're talking about the basic dental needs of children and adults in our communities. Not only that, I think over the last while, we've really learned that the link between general health and dental health is much stronger, I think, than it was thought to be in the past. And there is a move towards more universal dental in Canada and other jurisdictions. So I think this bill is very timely. It, to me, appears to be a bit of a loophole in which is keeping dental hygienists out of the communities. And I'm really hoping that despite some of the timeframes that we have gotten commitments on, that it will actually be advanced much sooner in the 20th Assembly than the date that will be stated here today. So I just wanted to say that and say thank you for bringing the bill forward and raising awareness about this issue. So with that, we will proceed to the clause by clause. So does the committee agree to proceed to the clause by clause review of Bill 80, the Dental Hygienists Professions Statutes Amendment Act?
Agreed.
We will defer the title of the bill until the end and begin with consideration of the clauses. Committee, please turn to page 1 of the bill. Clause 1, MLA Johnson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move that Bill 80 be amended. In Clause 1, Sub 2, by striking out April 1st, 2024, and propose Section 5, Sub 2, and substituting December 1st, 2025, and in Subclause 1, brackets 3, by striking out March 31st, 2024, and propose subsection 67.1, Sub 1, and substituting November 30th, 2025. Thank you, Madam Chair.
The motion is in order. To the motion? Question has been called. All those in favor? All those opposed? The motion is carried. Does the sponsor of the bill concur with this amendment?
I do.
Sponsor concurs with the amendment. Thank you, MLA for Cam Lake. Committee, to Clause 1 as amended, does committee agree?
Agree.
Clause 2, does committee agree? Agreed.
Agreed.
Clause 3, MLA Johnson. Thank you, Madam Chair. I move that Clause 3, Sub 2 of Bill 80 be amended by striking out April 1st, 2024 and substituting December 1st, 2025.
Thank you. The motion is in order. To the motion? Question has been called. All those in favor? All those opposed? The motion is carried. Does the sponsor of the bill concur with this amendment?
I do.
The sponsor concurs with the amendment. Thank you, the MLA for Cam Lake. Committee, to Clause 3 is amended. Does committee agree?
Agreed.
We will now return to the bill number and title, Bill 80, Dental Hygienists Professions Statutes Amendment Act. Does committee agree? Does the committee agree that Bill 80, Dental Hygienists Professions Statutes Amendment Act, as amended, is now ready for consideration in committee of the whole? MLA Johnson?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move that Bill 80, Dental Hygienist Professions Statutes Act, be reported to the Assembly as ready for consideration in Committee of the Whole as amended.
Thank you. The motion is in order. To the motion? Question has been called. All those in favor? All those opposed? The motion is carried. Bill 80, Dental Hygienists Professions Statutes Amendment Act will be reported to the Assembly as ready for consideration in Committee of the Whole as amended. Thank you, Ms. Cleveland. We really appreciate that. Thank you to your officials and staff that helped. Members, this concludes the portion of our meeting, the public portion of our meeting. Is there a motion to go in camera? Thank you. MLA Johnson has moved that the committee goes in camera. The motion is in order. All those in favor? Yeah. All those opposed? The motion is carried. We will now go in camera. Members, we will take a 5-minute break and we'll proceed with our in-camera matters after. Thank you.